Vivek Ramaswamy. Who is he? A year ago, nobody knew about him. Today, he's polling third, if not second, to be the next president of the United States. But is he a plant or a true conservative? Let's get right into it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ANN American News Network. I'm your host, Vlad. So, out of nowhere, Vivek pops up. He takes DeSantis' spot as being, he should be Trump's VP. He says all the right things. He does everything great. But what I found interesting is, some questions, he will dodge them sometimes. And sometimes he doesn't want to talk about his past. So I had to do a little digging, decide for myself, because I do like him. I think he says the right things and he's making the right moves. But who is he truly? On the GOP debate, he opened with, "Let me answer everybody's question tonight. Who the heck is this skinny guy with the funny last name?" On July 28th of 2004, when Obama was running for Senate, he opened with a very similar quote saying, "I'm just a skinny kid with a funny last name who believes that he can defy the odds." Coincidence? Maybe. Let's keep going. What else do we know about Vivek? Well, we know that he's a big pharma CEO. A year ago, Vivek released a book called Nation of Victims. In the book, he compared Trump to sore loser Stacey Abrams. In the book, he also said he respects Pence for what he did on January 6th, and that Pence not taking Trump's advice and sending back the electors to the states was the right and brave decision to make. Research his book, Nation of Victims. On August 15th of 2021, Vivek retweeted a quote from George Soros. In a statement, Soros commented on China's President Xi and said, "I consider Mr. Xi the most dangerous enemy of open society in the world, one world government." Vivek retweeted and quoted the tweet and said, "Well said, George Soros." Vivek took scholarship money from a Soros College fellowship. When he was confronted about it by reporters as to why he took Soros' money to pay for college, he said that he didn't have the money to pay for the college, so that's why he took it. But a Fox News reporter reported that Vivek made over $1 million that same year when he took the money. And for the 3 previous years in a row, he made over $1 million each year. So he didn't have I think he took, not a lot, it wasn't that much. Vivek also made a fortune off of failed Alzheimer's medicine. And just last year, a WSJ.com journalist, and just last year in a WSJ journal, Vivek wrote, "The most important step in fighting the COVID pandemic was redistribution of vaccines." Today in the debate stage, he says, "I will never force anyone to take the jab if they don't want it." But just last year, he said that was the greatest thing that the government and Biden did. And today, as I sat down to make this video, I got my notes right there. A story broke on the Gateway Pundit. Vivek Ramaswamy's voting record shows he is not a registered Republican. And he has donated to anti-Trump Democrat candidate in 2016. It's a huge article. I'm just going to go down and read a very small part. Adding to the controversy, Federal Election Commission, FEC, data reveals that Ramaswamy was a donor to the Democratic Party in the 2016 Democratic primary. FEC records show that on March 29th of 2016, Vivek Ramaswamy made a 2,700 Act Blue donation to the Friends of Dina campaign group, which is associated with Democratic Party congressional candidate Dina meaning Grayson. Now, the publicity that he's going on, the podcasts he's making it onto, like the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God, whatever he calls himself. But those are like hip-hop radio shows. He's going on there. He's sitting down with the biggest rhino podcasters. Fox News is pushing him. His ads are on YouTube. Trump tries to get ads on YouTube. They won't run them. They'll take his money, but won't run them. I've seen a few of Vivek's ads. Now, I know I've saw DeSantis ads, but we already know about DeSantis. Now, closing thoughts. Really quickly, before we get into the closing thoughts, I want to thank the sponsor of this channel, Michael and Dell, with his companies, My Store and My Pillow. Use links down below in the description with promo code ANN. There's also my merch store. Thank you. But closing thoughts, I like Vivek. I truly believe that people can change. And maybe he is a changed man. Maybe he did go from, being a lib to a conservative who's, because we see how he, in his book, he bashed Trump, praised Pence. But on that debate stage, he was praising Trump and bashing Pence. He might be somebody who just says what he knows we want to hear. Just like Biden did, coming up to the 2020 election. Just like Democrats do every 4 years. I'm gonna give him a shot, but I'm not gonna fully and totally trust him yet. Up until I started doing my own research on Vivek, I thought he would be a great VP pick. But we also thought that Pence was a great vice president until we got to see who he truly is and whose team he's playing for. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to watch every single candidate, everybody that wants to be close to Trump and know everything about them. We failed, Trump failed, and we kind of did too in 2016. We just thought whoever Trump picks, they're probably great people. I mean, Trump picked them. At least I thought that way, and I'm guilty of it, and I can admit that. But now, we understand that his second term needs to be different. The people need to be different. The fighters need to be different. No more rhinos, no more swamp creatures, no more snakes. So we're going to keep praying for Trump. Number one thing, we are in a spiritual battle for our country. We pray so that he wins and gets a good team around him, and so that God's protection is on him, on his life, and on his family. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you to everyone who shares my videos. It means a lot. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. Trump 2024 or sooner.